And I was messaged as soon as we posted that we were going to have you on. Somebody messaged me privately and asked me they want to talk about the beard. As a bearded beast myself, what is it like fighting with the beard? Is there any like difficulties that you have? Is there any advantages that you have from the beard? Let's get into that a little bit.
Let's be honest. My last 3 pro fights have been under a minute and 30 seconds. So I really don't be put in the predicament for my beard to get caught up in anything like that.
Do you think that beard? Do you think the beard gives a little extra punching power?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
Plus 10 in power.
So
plus 10 in power.
We talked about this Saturday before the fights about like maybe if you're going up against somebody, not in a fight, but maybe at in training, and they're going for like, I don't know, a Darce or Anaconda, whatever, and they're just trying to get around that neck. You think that beard makes it a little bit more difficult for them to find it?
Everybody hates the beard because they call it slippery because they can't get it underneath my chin.
Oh yeah, as soon as it gets wet too.
Oh yeah, for sure. But no, in training, man, it gets caught up all the time. It would be a lot fuller than what it is now. Because when they're grappling and wrestling, especially if they get in my back and they get a seatbelt grip over and under, and their hands lock up on my beard, I don't just sit there. I just kind of pull and rip it out. So there's beard hair all over the mats and just everywhere in everybody's mouth. So it would be a lot fuller and luscious if I wouldn't.
I mean, it is a pretty luscious beard. I will say that.
Pretty full and lush, all things considered.
It's starting to take its own personality. You're probably gonna have to give it its own nickname pretty soon.
Yeah.
So Brandon, you said last 3 fights, literally like under a minute combined. It just seems like
probably so.
Yeah, I did the math on it before your last fight. I'd have to pull it up, but it was something like ridiculous. Like, I don't know, counting amateur and pro, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 wins was like 90 seconds tops total for you. And it just seems like it's hard to get you a good matchup around here. Look, you're dangerous as hell. You train with one of the best teams around. You're finishing guys before they even realize that the fights started. Nick and I were talking about this a couple weeks back, like, maybe we need to start considering some unconventional matchups for you. Like, look, instead of finding you a heavyweight, what about 2 bantamweights?
Right. Like, what if we put you in there with 2 45ers instead?
Okay. Look, we've got 2 45ers and you. How do you think that turns out?
I don't know. I don't like the odds.
All
2 little guys that never get tired and they quick as hell. I don't know.
All right. How about?
But you would probably only need like 1 shot. What about like a 170 and then like a 115er?
An atom weight?
Yeah,
right. We're talking a male or a female here.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to throw some other scenarios at you, and they may include, because the intergender championship is coming soon, right? Henry Cejudo has set the precedent, and intergender championships are coming soon. I'll have some follow-up questions. Continue, young passion.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this, man? How about like a 155er and I don't know, an ocelot? And you hope that they have a relationship and they'll learn to work together, to defeat you.
What about two 125ers, but you can only use your power hand?
Only use my power hand?
Yeah. 2 125, only power hand. All hand? I mean, I think it only takes one shot
power
each,
hand,
right?
Power leg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power hand, power leg. Or look, we'll get you a heavyweight. Okay. And ref is standing in the middle of the cage to start the fight. Fight starts, he drops a weapon and backs away. Nothing lethal. Maybe like an old rusty garden hose or like a phone book or something like that, like an old Yellow Pages.
Or as the fight continues, you randomly toss in weapons over the top, like old ECW.
It's got to be non-lethal.
That'd be awesome.
It's got to be non-lethal, like maybe, I don't know, an old Sizzler frying pan. Or
it's like they throw you like a wet pool noodle.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, spice it up a little bit because